Throw all that out the window, because now we get to find out. We are live with the grand finals of the OMEN Challenge here on OMEN Arena. Yes, you can cheer. Yes, you can get loud. We love it all.
So really simple, aggressing quickly into the middle, picking up the AWP and that horn sounding warning NBK that if he's out in the open, if he gets caught here, that's going to end badly. Pulls out the deagle, and that might have been the right move. A wide peak for NBK, but simple opening the fight here.
That's a bit of a statement, isn't it? Getting aggressive right to the obelisk, grabbing the AWP. Almost a kill for NBK, though, gets him down to 6 health. Now the UMPs. Now we get a little to the gamble, and oh, Simple might want to go for it again. He's so out in the open. He's trying to use these pillars as much as possible, and I don't think NBK really wants this fight. I think he just doesn't want him to jump over to the AWP. He's going to win it either way. So Simple gets punished.
That's a very interesting fight. They knew exactly where each other were, but nobody wanted to get that first dink in, so just took a little while there. M4s and NBK very low on health. Quick.
Oh my.
Oh, that's a great return. He was so fast with the first bullet accuracy there, Simple.
Yeah.
Normally, that means you just win.
Well, we saw him talk about this when he did a breakdown with Freya earlier, where he liked to change, you know, the angle of his attack. Remember when he's talking about his fight against Device, where he dropped down the stairs?
Yeah.
He did it again, and NBK's not fooled. Simple going to go down one more time. 3-1 for the Frenchman. And even burning the body. In case it was a White Walker, you know?
Yeah, you've got to make doubly sure. Definitely don't want Simple coming back after you've already taken him down. That would be a real nightmare.
The worst of all of them.
Now it's open. They're kind of not looking at each other at the moment. Simple in the middle. You would think he would be exposed from so many angles, but is NBK going to be looking for it? He wasn't this time. Now just around the wall, NBK. That's risky. They're right on top of each other, making a bit of noise. Simple just slowly creeping in. He's got him surely. Timing is everything, and he's not going to miss that shot. So that was all positional play, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, and a little bit of panic, I think, from NBK when he realized he's like caught out in the open, and there's a big obstacle in front of him that Simple can use for cover, and he just realized he didn't have the positioning and just had to get back into cover as soon as possible, and you lose a lot of advantages. As you mentioned, the aggressor seems to just take map space away from the opponent. Simple, couple shots with that deagle. Out in the open, he's going to have to reload into cover, and he's brought down solo. NBK finishes him off.
I love the fact that he's not even afraid of fighting Simple here. Once he's in that fight, he just says, okay, I'm just going to go and, I'm going to lock you in behind this pillar, you can't get out, and I'm just going to fight you. That's nice.
I like the way that NBK, he's usually such like a smiley, happy human being that like talks to you and, you know, tells some jokes when you run past him in the hallway. At this event, he's just been stone cold.
Oh, tapping away. That was a lot of dinks long range to bring Simple under the one.
And I think that might have lured NBK into coming into that fight. You hear those dinks come out, and that's always like the feel-good moment when you realize you're hitting him in the head. But it's the UMP, so it's not doing nearly as much damage as you think.
Yeah, it's very deceptive, isn't it? But you're right, he has been all business this event so far, NBK. And guess what? It's brought him to the grand finals. Who could really argue? That's some long-range spray again. And it's long-range spray where half the opponent is obscured by the map, so you're just doing sprays against the legs. Doesn't seem efficient, but it worked great.
Well, I think with the angle of it as well, it's not a great angle for NBK to return. That might be why he commits to it. It's an awkward one to get a clean shot. Round number 9 in the AKs in their hands, and Simple again has just marched across the map, and it's NBK making all the noise. Simple could go for the knife. Oh.
Could probably have the kill already, but he's going to go for it. I think he was thinking exactly that. NBK.
If NBK dropped down, he was getting knifed. And he doesn't realize it at the time. Maybe he does, but that's like, he made the right call. Take the loss that way.
Yeah, that's not going to feel great, is it, being knifed in the grand final of all places. Don't know if he knows this yet.
He definitely does.
Did he see him, or did he just have a little bit of intuition here?
I think he must have seen him, because he's very committed to that side of the map. Now, he obviously has no idea of this positioning from NBK. And NBK is just kind of thinking, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine. You've walked across the map a couple rounds to find an easy kill. It's my turn.
Oh, wow, that was close. If he'd gone the other way, I think he would have had it. Now he might actually be at a disadvantage. Simple waiting. That is, again, quite the intuition. He was about to. I think if NBK kept walking, I think he would have won that fight.
That was that. If I'm NBK, I'm typing in chat that Simple's a nerd. This is a death match, and you just backed into a corner and just waited.
Oh, and now strafing into that headshot. It's got its own kind of celebration. Yeah, that is.
It's a bit grimy.
We've had with the term camper has gone extinct in Counter-Strike, but it was a great insult back in the day. Bringing it back.
He definitely took a leaf out of the camping textbook, 101. Simple controlling the UMP as well. And this is where it gets frustrating. Simple's pushed on you twice, grabbed those kills, and then you push on him and he just sits way back. Now he's got the UMP kill, and now it gets frustrating for NBK. A couple rounds he's thrown his hands up in the air, and it might continue. And this is where what we just talked about before this went live. Is this Simple catching enough momentum that he just runs away with it?
Snowballing right now, isn't he? And you're right, the change of pace and change of style is just making it really hard for NBK to read exactly what's going on. Probably needs to just play his own style, and the aim is still there, the accuracy. That's a great shot for NBK, isn't it? All the way across the map.
He needed it. Shut Simple down, back to the AWPs. NBK just waiting, hoping Simple will run into his crosshair. Not happening just yet. Now he spots him. I think they both have seen each other for sure. And Simple gets aggressive, already scoped in as he circles the obelisk. And the victory horn coming out at the end as well.
10-5. I mean, that's a gap then that NBK can obviously close, but it's going to have to start soon. Deagles are out. Simple trying to just elevate himself a little bit. He's really trying to keep him guessing. You could see he doesn't really want to attack from the same angle twice. And now backing off. He's got Nathan out in the open. It doesn't even matter. That's a beautiful headshot. NBK doing his best to answer back.
NBK's had some really good Deagle rounds, and we were kind of laughing earlier in the qualifying stage. Like, if you're paired up against Simple and Nico in a server with, like, when they have Deagles, like, everyone's like, that's a nightmare to play against. NBK, I remember stopping us in the hallway when we came back after a break, and he's just like, why is it not a nightmare when I have a Deagle?
Well, I mean, he's making a good statement.
Well, I didn't really have the heart to tell him, but now we understand why he said it.
It's not bad, is it? He's almost catching up. He's got an out in the open. And, you know, those open fights and the aggression, it's looking great for Simple when it works, but he's lost a couple of rounds like this now. Now he's starting to think, well, maybe change that style a little bit.
Well, this is like a cool aggression from NBK, like a change of his own style to kind of try and combat. He's being mobile and aggressive from side to side. He's not pushing across the map, but he's being very mobile and just trying to find his opponent first. He's been able to catch him out in the open a couple times. And this time a retreating sniper position. He's going to get up in the bird's nest.
Yeah, and he's doing that jumping peek as well. And Simple is just hiding for such a long time at the beginning of this round. So NBK's obviously got a huge field of vision over the map when he's up there, but you just can't see him.
Well, and if you're looking the wrong way at the wrong time when you're up there, that's disaster striking. Still no information. Both players very, very cautious and nervous about any kind of aggression on the map. Especially if you're NBK, because you've been caught a number of times in this exact scenario with Simple just marching up, and they've literally just switched sides of the map, but I think NBK had the vision. Yeah,
I think he saw it as well, but now he's actually moved into the middle. This is where just the full-on paranoia sets in for both players. You can tell they're not exactly sure what noise being made. He's right on top. I don't know how he doesn't get that kill. Shooting him through in return. Health, a little bit of advantage. Simple, not that's really going to matter, and NBK will win the fight. That might be one of the more strange engagements we've had so far in the finals here.
That was really cool, though. I mean, NBK just kind of froze him up there, right? Simple was thinking of the fact that NBK could go all the way around, and he just gave it that extra second to really solidify that belief.
That's a disgusting headshot.
It's taking it right back.
Did he just leg him the first time around by accident?
Yeah, Simple legged him.
Yeah.
Which is, like, that's got to be frustrating because NBK had no idea where he was at that point.
He's still ahead, but rounds like those could easily be the difference towards the end of it. NBK now coming back in a big way, 10-12 here. You let go of even one free round. What if that's the one you're missing at the end?
I know, right? What if it just comes down 17-17 and you're just staring it in the face, and and then you start to think. 12-11, still in the favor of Simple, but NBK's come back in a big way. AK-47's on board, HE grenades as well.
See if the Frenchman can tie it up here. Again, 30,000 for the first place for the winner. You definitely don't want to be missing out on that. And I'm sure the seriousness of that is starting to set in for the players now that we're getting close. Grenade does nothing, but it does reveal the arc of it. And NBK, that's going to tie it up. What a great story this is. Again, the wild card player coming into this, but he's kind of, I think, surprising everybody now.
Yeah, he really is, and he's won over the crowd, I think. We mentioned everyone loves an underdog story. Oh, NBK's got the angle again. Great shot with the AWP. Great play. I think is this the first lead he's had?
I believe so, yeah. And again, looking dead on focused. At no point did it seem like he was actually afraid to fight Simple, but there was a long while there with Simple hitting all the shots, and now Nathan's definitely back up to 14. This is such a surprise. Simple, again, we talk about it just all the time. Absolute top of the world. NBK is showing him right now in this arena, that is not going to matter all that much. Out in the open and controlling the recoil well. We'll be taking him down and bringing him a bit closer now. It's almost at the end, isn't it? It's 13-14.
It's crunch time. M4s, flashbangs used early by both players just to allow them to get advanced position without their opponent having knowledge, and an easy spray down for Simple.
Tying it back up. When that AWP comes around, every time I just think Simple's got the advantage. He should be winning it. I liked what NBK was doing last time and holding that angle. That is a good way to win a fight against a really routine AWP.
I mean, NBK has been pretty impressive, all things considered, with the AWP.
Yeah.
With such an advantage going over to Simple. He's managed it as well as you could. Shots from NBK at the start, though, and that, I mean, you could see Simple. He knows exactly like which quadrant of the map NBK is in. He's got the information the whole way, but NBK now starting to kind of traverse and branch out away from the safety. There's the spot from the angle, and Simple with the repeak.
Did he mistake the Molotov for the top of someone's head? Is that what happened? Why he shot that early? I'm not sure. I think it looked like he was trying to shoot the Molotov.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I thought he was just trying to like break some glass. I don't even know if there is glass on this map.
Maybe he was testing it. Oh, Simple. Holding kind of a passive angle. We've seen him do both with the AWP, right? He's actually at times snuck all the way around the map to find NBK, and at times he's been so passive that that tricked NBK too.
Ooh, that little hesitation from Simple allowed NBK to get into this position, but Simple's very wary of the possibility that NBK can just be walking up along the wall. There's the spot. Quick shot for Simple. Accurate shot for NBK. And once again, down the stretch, we're all tied up.
Yeah, they definitely feel the gravity of it now. Some of those drawn-out fights, nobody wants to make a mistake. Both of them, what, 3 rounds away from taking this. NBK up the middle has the high ground leg. Shot slows him down. That could have easily been the kill. Is he going to be bold enough to try and throw that Molotov? It's risky throwing grenades at this stage, but the Molotov will actually force him back, doing a little bit of damage. He's shooting him right in the feet. He almost has him. He's got him locked in, and NBK able to find it. That took everything.
Well, yeah, and it's a great use of the Molotov. Force him off those stairs back into your crosshair, even take some extra damage. So here we are, 16-15. NBK, an unlikely run to the grand finals, and now he's got a real chance. 89 HP, he's dropped down, and Simple knows it. UMP, this is not a fun fight with this weapon, and NBK's desperately trying to get a better position.
Simple just goes for it. Spray lasts a while. Oh, he's looking up, isn't he? Just a slight prayer here, and 16-16. All tied up once again. The M4 long range, and they're just committed to that fight. That's so bold. No tricks or anything this time. Simple a round away.
And that's the thing. Such an important round to just commit straight up to that fight. Simple has a chance to close this out right here, right now, and I think you have to do that if you're him. NBK has been a nuisance this whole time, and he's waiting with the AK-47.
Well, that one round where Simple got the leg shot, now it's where you think about it, or hopefully you don't if you're Simple. Just focus on the task at hand here. Just needs the right angle. NBK wedged up against the edge of the map, so it would be hard to flank him at this point, but...
and in such a round as well. Look at both of these players staying so close to safety.
Yeah. You really, really don't want to let this one go. AK-47, they have not even spotted each other yet. NBK now walking into the center of the map. I would say that's very dangerous out in the open, and NBK going to tie it up. 17-17, ladies and gentlemen. One more round for either one of them to take home that first prize of 30,000.
Oh, and what a round. It's with the AWP, as if there had to be one more obstacle in NBK's way. It's Simple with the AWP, and he's gone passive. Simple, meanwhile, gone aggressive. He's pushed up. He's so close, and that's a lot of noise for NBK. There's the search. NBK knows it, and Simple doesn't have the angle. He's not re-peeking into that.
No, he's not. Backing out instead. The grenade doesn't really do that much. I would have thought maybe Simple would have been happy to take that fight, but not the case now. On scoping, making a bit of noise. Simple's got the right idea. Oh, there it is, the $30,000 shot. Great play from Simple, and he finishes on top here at the HP Omen Challenge 2019. Hugs all around, but that was as close as it could possibly